many times do we go to far-flung counties, including the very last one we went to in Turkana? Do you know part of the things the county assembly asked us to donate to them? Even Hansard recordings alone. We did that in Turkana when we last went to Turkana. So we must also appreciate that our county assemblies need our support a big time, both in terms of technical support and even materially. Some of these counties, Mr. Speaker, are so small that if you want to judge them with the standard of a county like Nairobi or here in the Senate, we will be aloof, Mr. Speaker. If you expect that they have CCTVs, they have cameras, Mr. Speaker, you are asking too much of a county that in 2016, I was part and parcel of the budget committee, Mr. Speaker, that looked at the state of county like Isiolo and Nyandarua, Mr. Speaker, and accepted that despite the fact that we have 47 counties, there are 5 counties that there was no way, without being granted a conditional grant, was going to have a county headquarters. In fact, in this year's DORA, Mr. Speaker, is when we've given them the last contribution. That is why, and Council for, I think, the Assembly, did not do a good job at expounding to you members to understand that actually the governor and the county assembly share an office. That is how bad that situation is in that particular county. As we speak today, what you saw in that video is what these people are returning back to. Should this PO be upheld, Mr. Speaker? A place that has completely been broken, there is no order, there are 2 clerks, there are 2 speakers. Mr. Speaker, I want to believe that we can find a way of resolving this particular conflict. I listen to those who say that procedure is as important as a product. But also the product, Mr. Speaker, must be informed by the process. If at the time of voting, there were guns that were blazing outside and stones being thrown into the assembly, Mr. Speaker, as the assembly is saying, how good a record can you keep? There must be an issue beyond procedure that we need to look at, Mr. Speaker. I listen to colleagues here who have said that take some of these matters that are beyond just the governor and the county assembly to the committee on devolution. But what is the record, Mr. Speaker, on us as a house resolving that matters? As we speak today, I think I saw a flash news yesterday that Nyamira has again, I think, erupted the county assembly. You remember the matter that we had here before us? I think 8 or 10 MCAs were expelled yesterday, meaning we have never been able to resolve these issues. Our colleagues that serve in devolution committee, I want them to request of them, Mr. Speaker, that they treat these matters with the urgency that they deserve. I have served in devolution committee before, Mr. Speaker. This is one of the premier committees of this House. A committee that on their own volition, anytime you notice a matter of this magnitude in a county, even before an impeachment motion is brought, Mr. Speaker, we used to visit. So Senator Abbas and the team that serves with you in devolution committee, I want to request, the same way that you have committed and have said that there are many, many issues that you think needs to be resolved. For example, Senator Fatuma, our colleague, has raised a very important question. When you tell the assembly to go back and follow the right procedure, under which speaker now? First of all, where will they meet? Mr. Speaker, there are very serious issues. I want to request Senator Abbas. I have known Senator Boli Halwale to be a very decent man, Mr. Speaker. I don't know what has happened to him today. How can he heckle his leader while he's speaking? I would have said something else that Senator Moses Wetangula once said, but I don't want to say it. Mr. Speaker, no. I refuse the incitement of the man from Nyandarua. You know, these are political issues and people change their persuasions. You know, Mr. Speaker, I for example, had my good friend, the senator for Muranga, say that once you make a vote, there should be a process through which you can unmake it. And people change their minds. That is allowed. I know, for example, that there is no senator that pushed me and kept on telling me that you need to bring the impeachment motion against the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua more than Senator Nyutu. But at the time the motion came to the floor, he had changed his mind. So these things happen, Mr. Speaker. So there is no problem. People change their minds.
Majority Leader, take your seat. Majority Leader.
Yes, sir.
There is a point of order directed at you.
Mr. Speaker, the Majority Leader is a respectable person, having been elected to this House for 3 times. For him to say that I pushed him to move the motion of impeachment against the second Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua, Mr. Speaker, there cannot be a worse liar than the Majority Leader. Mr. Speaker, I have always made my stand known. This is my right of reply. This is my right of reply.
Order, honorable senators. Now, Senator Nyutu. Senator Nyutu, I gave you the opportunity to raise your point of order. First, you need to state under what standing order you are raising your point of order.
105, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, every senator here, as per that particular standing order, Mr. Speaker, 105, Mr. Speaker, it provides that a senator shall be responsible for the accuracy of any fact that the senator alleges to be true and may be required to substantiate any such facts instantly. Mr. Speaker, following that particular standing order, then, Mr. Speaker, the Majority Leader should go ahead and substantiate and provide evidence that I pushed him. And Mr. Speaker, I cannot push the Majority Leader to push any motion. I am only a first-term senator. These are senators. And if I was going to be that powerful, Mr. Speaker, that I can push the Majority Leader to move a particular motion, Mr. Speaker, then, in fact, now, if I had that power, I would be pushing him to initiate a motion to impeach the president, Mr. Speaker. That is what I would push him really hard to do. But of course, I know he cannot do that. So, Mr. Speaker, let the Majority Leader withdraw and apologize to me and to this House for soiling my name. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And the people of Muranga who brought me to this particular House and who respect me.
Honorable senators, order. Now, Majority Leader, you
Yes.
have made a certain allegation to the extent or to the effect that the senator for Muranga, Senator Nyutu, pushed you
Yes.
into filing a motion of impeachment against the Deputy President, an assertion that has been disputed vehemently by the senator for Muranga. Could you please proceed to substantiate that allegation? And if you're unable,
Mr. Speaker,
to withdraw.
Mr. Speaker, okay. Mr. Speaker, how can you allege something against yourself? Because I said that he pushed me on so many occasions saying, bring this damn motion. Mr. Speaker, for example, you know, Mr. Speaker, can I be protected? Because,
Order, honorable senators. Order. Allow the Majority Leader to substantiate.
Yes. On the day the former Deputy President went to Meru and said there is a senator who is quote unquote talking mad, or in Swahili anaongea matope, in referring to the senator for Muranga, Senator Nyutu came fuming into the House and told me, have you heard what that man has said? Can you bring the motion to impeach me? And on so many other occasions, he talked to me, Mr. Speaker. So if he talked to me, Mr. Speaker, who do I need to convince? Yet I'm talking about myself, the things he told me.
Now, honorable senators, we have some serious matters to handle. Order, honorable senators. Order. Order, honorable senators. Order, order. Now, order, honorable senators. A conversation that took place between two people, it is a word of the majority leader against the word of the senator for Muranga. And certainly, honorable senators, it is up to you to judge. The majority leader has clearly indicated that this was a conversation between me and the senator for Muranga. So, honorable senators, let that matter lie. Conclude your moving of the motion. Proceed to conclude your moving of the motion.
So thank you, Mr. Speaker. So, like I have said, Mr. Speaker, people will have the opportunity to determine this matter whichever way they want. But there are very serious issues that the people of Isiolo are inviting us to arbitrate amongst them. Mr. Speaker, it will be unfortunate if this afternoon, Mr. Speaker, or this evening, we were to sit down and tell the people of Isiolo that for all the things that you are alleging and that you have brought before us, Mr. Speaker, because we are not satisfied whether you sat or you didn't sit, Mr. Speaker, those matters don't matter to us anymore. I want to plead with you, dear colleagues, that see the pain of Senator Fatuma Dulo. There are certain things she said which personally maybe I am not privy to, and I would have wished that she never said so. But see beyond the words. See the pain of the people of Isiolo through Senator Fatuma Dulo. Mr. Speaker, I don't intend to take long because I believe I have been in this house long enough to know when you have said enough. I can see from the body posture of Professor Ujenda, Mr. Speaker, that he's telling me, can you conclude, Mr. Majority Leader? Mr. Speaker, reading the mood of the House, there are many things I would have wished to say, Mr. Speaker. But given that you have reached a point where sometimes as a man, even if you are wooing a woman, Mr. Speaker, you have said everything that you need to say. Then you surrender to the fate of humanity and say, you have heard what I have said. Mr. Speaker, I want to believe, even if it is fair, I have said to these people, Mr. Speaker, if they choose to eat the fare, Mr. Speaker, I cannot be blamed anymore, Mr. Speaker. I have said everything that I need to say. Therefore, with those many remarks, Mr. Speaker, I beg to reply, Mr. Speaker, and I hope that in all that we do, we will find a solution for the people of Isiolo. Thank you, and God bless the Senate.
Now, honorable senators, I will direct the Sergeant-at-Arms to ring the division bell for 5 minutes.
The division bell is on for 5 minutes as directed by the Speaker this evening, upon which at the lapse of the 5 minutes, the House will proceed to vote on the first motion, the motion in question being the preliminary issue on whether the County Assembly of Isiolo held sittings on the 18th day of June and the 26th day of June 2025 on the proposed removal from office by impeachment of the Honorable Governor for Isiolo, Honorable Abdi Ibrahim Hassan. This being a motion by the leader of the majority party has taken about 3 hours, according to the standing orders of the House, on the time upon which a motion is to be dispensed with. The time allocated for debate is usually 3 hours. The debate on this motion began at about a few minutes past 5. The 3 hours allocation has come to an end, and upon that climax of debate, the House moves to vote on this motion. During the debate on this motion, senators have raised concerns on a number of issues, with the matter in question being the holding of the County Assembly sitting on the 18th and subsequently on the 26th day of June 2025. A section say that there is indeed evidence before the Senate that the County Assembly indeed did hold the sitting. There has been divergent opinion as well, with some senators indicating that the members of the County Assembly, through their legal team, had a difficult time approving to the Senate when the objections were raised, whether indeed that sitting took place. The debate on the motion has concluded with the area senator being the last senator to make a contribution to this motion, and the senator for Isiolo County has raised a number of issues in regards to how the county of Isiolo is being run by the governor. And upon the conclusion, she has requested for security beef up for herself as well as members of the County Assembly. The mover was also called upon to reply, the mover of the motion being the leader of the majority party. And for the better part of today, the mover of the motion has been highlighting gaps in the impeachment procedures, likening this issue to the matter that was yet before the House, the matter pertaining the impeachment of the governor for Kericho County, whose impeachment was quashed based on technicalities. A similar case is before the Senate this evening, as the members of the County Assembly have been faulted of not using the requisite rules and regulations governing the removal of the governor from office.
Order, honorable senators, the 5 minutes rung for the division bell is are long spent. Honorable senators, kindly take your seats. Take your seats. Sergeant at arms, you may now proceed to lock the door and draw the bar. Senator Karen Nyamu. Honorable senators, take your seats. Senator for Garissa, Senator Haji, you don't have a place to sit. Sergeant at arms, kindly show the senator for Garissa a place to sit, please. Now, honorable senators, voting shall be by delegations, as I had already indicated, and that voting shall be electronically. Now, just to echo my own words, we are voting on the motion as to whether there was indeed a sitting on the 18th and 26th of June. If you vote yes, you're basically saying there was no sitting. If you vote yes. If you vote no, you are saying there was a sitting. Now, if the yes carries the day, we're not going to proceed to the second motion. However, if this motion is negative, then we'll move to the second motion. I hope we are clear so that we avoid mistakes going forward. Now that we are ready and it's clear, I will now proceed to put the question. That whereas, pursuant to Article 181 of the Constitution and Section 33 of the County Governments Act, on Thursday, 26 June 2025, the County Assembly of Isiolo approved a motion for removal from office by impeachment of Honorable Abdi Ibrahim Hassan, the Governor of Isiolo County. And further, whereas by a letter reference CA/RES/Volume 1/001, dated 26 June 2025, and received in the office of the Speaker of the Senate on 27 June 2025, the Speaker of the County Assembly of Isiolo informed the Speaker of the Senate of the approval of the motion by the County Assembly, and further forwarded to the Speaker of the Senate documents in evidence of the proceedings of the Assembly, including the list of 16 out of 18 members of the County Assembly that voted in favor of the removal from office by impeachment of Honorable Abdi Ibrahim Hassan, the Governor of Isiolo County. Noting that a preliminary issue was raised by the Governor of Isiolo County on whether the County Assembly of Isiolo held sittings on 18th June 2025 and 26th June 2025 to table, debate, pass, and all vote on the motion for the proposed removal from office by impeachment of Governor of Isiolo County. Now, therefore, the Senate resolves to uphold the preliminary issue raised on whether the County Assembly of Isiolo held sittings on the 18th of June 2025 and 26th of June 2025 to table, debate, pass, and all vote on the motion for proposed removal from office by impeachment of the Governor of Isiolo County, and accordingly terminates the proceedings for the proposed removal from office by impeachment of Honorable Abdi Ibrahim Hassan, the Governor of Isiolo County. Now, honorable senators, kindly log out. Yes, Senator for Kilifi, you may proceed to your seat. Now, Sergeant at Arms, kindly go round and pick any attendant, any unattended. Unattended card. Once that exercise is complete, kindly signal. Thank you. Now, honorable senators, kindly log back. Log back into the delegate unit. Once you have done that, kindly proceed to vote, and time starts running from now. Okay. Order, honorable senators. Senator for Garissa, kindly take your seat. Thank you. Now, honorable senators, the result of the vote on the division on this motion is as follows. Ayes, 31 votes. Nays, 12 votes. Abstention, 0 votes. So the ayes have it. Now, honorable senators, as you may recall, in my communication earlier this afternoon, I made it clear that if the preliminary issue contesting whether the County Assembly of Isiolo held sittings on the 18th June 2025 and 26th of June 2025 to table, debate, pass and or vote on the motion for the proposed removal from office by impeachment of the governor of Isiolo County was to be upheld, these impeachment proceedings will terminate forthwith, and it would not be necessary to proceed to the motion or vote on the second preliminary issue as listed in the supplementary order paper. This motion having been passed, the impeachment proceedings in the matter of the proposed removal from office of the governor of Isiolo County have forthwith terminated. The termination of the impeachment proceedings also lead to the lapse by operation of law of the 3 days of special sittings terminating on Thursday, the 10th of July, 2025, which I had earlier gazetted. Accordingly, the regular sittings of the Senate pursuant to the Senate calendar for the fourth session, approved on the 19th of February 2025, shall resume tomorrow, Wednesday, the 9th of July 2025 at 9 a.m. The relevant order paper will be prepared and circulated in the usual manner. 9:30. The relevant order paper will be prepared and circulated in the usual manner. Now, honorable senators, there is one last matter which is of grave concern. In the course of her contribution, the senator for Isiolo County, Senator Fatuma Dulo, has expressed serious fears about the security situation in Isiolo County. Senator Dulo has expressed concern particularly that after these impeachment proceedings, neither the County Assembly of Isiolo or herself as the Senator for Isiolo County are safe. The security of all persons is not a matter to be taken lightly. The security of the Senator, similarly, must be assured. I therefore direct that the extract of the Hansard in relation to the concerns expressed by Senator Dulo be obtained by the Office of the Clerk of the Senate and be addressed in a letter to the Inspector General of Police, as well as the County Commissioner of Isiolo County, for the information and necessary action. Now, to the Governor, let me offer you unsolicited advice. This is not a win, and therefore the Senate does not expect you to go out there chest thumping. This is a postponement of your case. It is a postponement of your hearing. Now, depending on how you're going to carry yourself from today going forward, that case may never be heard. Depending on how you're going to behave out there, your case may be back here in a matter of days. It's up to you. From the little that we've gathered through this preliminary objection, clearly there are cracks on the walls of Isiolo County. If I were you, I'll go mend those cracks. I will not bring the walls of Isiolo County, because that is the big fear expressed by the Senator for Isiolo County. We expect, as the leadership, as the top leader in Isiolo County, you need to have a sitting with your senator, even if it's through a third party. As the top leader in Isiolo County, you need to mend your relationship with the county assembly, even if it means through a third party. This is an advice that you may take or you may leave, but the consequences are there. So we do not expect you to go carry out celebrations in Isiolo because of this verdict that has been handed in by the Senate. Having said that, honorable senators, kindly be upstanding. Now, having come to the end of the business of the day, the Senate now stands adjourned until tomorrow, Wednesday, 9th July 2025 at 9:30 a.m. Thank you.